it's definitely cold. Not unbearable, though. I knew I had to press record and immediately jump in so I can just turn my brain off. Oh, I can turn my brain off and then jump in. Good morning and happy Saturday, everyone. Whew. Let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness before we get things started. You know what I have to say? Let's see, what's my low? Well, it was cold last night. Had to turn on the heat in my inside the cottage. Luckily, yours truly knows how to turn on a pilot light. And the good thing is, once you learn... The cool thing about knowing how to light a pilot is, theoretically, if you can light one pilot, you know how to light them all, because it's all pretty universal. Or so I've been told. My high was, I actually called an audible. Fun fact, I was actually okay, so, here's the thing. So, I was originally going to go to Union Block Italian Bistro for dinner last night. But for whatever reason, they're temporarily closed. Probably for Labor Day weekend, which makes sense. I almost went to Lakeside. But at the last minute, I decided to turn around. And I went to Snug Harbor. Yeah, I finally went to Snug Harbor. Crazy, right? Let me keep drying off. Alright, legs off. Okay. Honestly, just my suit's damp, but that's fine. Got this around me. Alright. Now, shades. Ring. And my chain. I set this chair over here. Let me see if we can't. There we go. So, yeah, I went to Snug Harbor. You know, Snug Harbor's kind of had a pretty crazy history on this lake. Because, like, it's a place that we knew about. And I think we went once, but for whatever reason, my parents didn't like it. And after that, we just never went again. And then, and this is a problem that every restaurant on the lake has to deal with, like the Swits, Lakeside, Waterfront back when it was open, is you need to be open for as long as possible so you can make as much money as possible. You can't have anything bad happen to you, and unfortunately, like, Snug Harbor burned down. It was pretty serious. Like a fire or something. It was pretty bad. And, like, I think they went through, like, a lot of different, like, managers and stuff like that. But believe it or not, they are currently owned by the same people that own Timberstone Grill in Hammondsport. I love Timberstone Grill. So, if anyone can fix the problem, maybe it's them. And sure enough, it was excellent. Got myself the Asian sticky wings and their fish fry, both of which were very good. Highly recommended. And yeah, go to Snug Harbor. I guess for a lot of people it was always good, but at least now I can at least confirm that for myself, which, yeah, it's good. What shadow is on my... Oh. Sorry, I can't notice the shadow that's, like, right here. I'm like, is it the chain? No. Sunglasses? Oh, it is the sunglasses. Okay. That's what it is. Okay. Alright, so. You saw the title of the video. You know what this is. Yep. With how busy I've been, you'd think I would have forgotten to do this. But, nope. I didn't. Welcome back to Arc Thoughts, folks. So, I had this plan a while back where I think it was around April when I talked about the Broly saga. I was then going to do Daima, but then I decided to change my mind and then do, no, I think it was Tournament of Power I decided. And then I do Broly, and then, Moro, and then Granola, and, now we're here. I think. The point is, I was going to do Daima sooner, but I decided to change, finish the rest of what we've currently done in Super first, and then I'll get to Daima. And I'm doing that plan right now. So, when it was announced that we were going to get Dragon Ball Daima, it was definitely met with a lot of what I saw mixed reactions. Because at that point, the Granola saga just ended with the reveal of Black Frieza. And we as fans really want to know what's next, or what's coming next. Instead, we got, essentially, Dragon Ball Daima. And, Goku becoming a kid again? Didn't GT already do that? There was a lot of reasons to be concerned. But, unlike GT, where Akira Toriyama had some involvement, at least in terms of his character design, this was 100% Akira Toriyama's idea. It was the last big project he had before he sadly passed away. So, I at least was, on the cautiously optimistic side. And the question after that is, how is it going to work? We've already seen, Goku, Kid Goku as a Super Saiyan GT. Well, they did it again. I want to make one thing abundantly clear. I loved Daima. And I'm telling you right now, yes, it is canon. I will be getting into that momentarily. But I will admit, if you feel like there are problems with it, I'm not going to fight you over it. One thing I definitely don't have a problem with is the return of Stephanie Nadolny as Kid Goku. Don't get me wrong. It would have been great to see Colin Klinkenbeard be Kid Goku again also, but Stephanie Nadolny's voice was the person we grew up with. Or Madonly? Oh, well, that woman's voice. Her voice is what we in America grew up with. And it was great to hear again. And shout out to the rest of the cast who was playing the kid versions of the other characters. See, what happens is there's actually a demon realm. And run by, it was originally Deborah, who was one of the villains of the Buu saga. And now it's run by Goma, because Goma is now in charge. He sees the fact that Goku and the others defeated Majin Buu, and he's like, oh no, what if they come for us? Right there, that was his doubt. Don't think that. Full stop. No one knew that the demon realm existed until you did what you did. If you just left them alone, you'd have been fine. That's literally the one, big problem in Goma's plan. But, obviously Goma can't, so Goma decides to go to Earth, because even though the demon realm has Dragon Balls, they're owned by the, Tamagami, these giant, robot machines that are really, really powerful. Anyway, so they go to Earth, and they take a Namekian named Neva, I believe, who could bring back the Dragon Balls on Earth pretty much instantaneously, even if they were already used. And Goma wishes, Goma tries to wish for them to be destroyed, but Shenron can't do that. So he just has them be kids again. That's how they become kids. Because, if they're kids, what are kids going to do? You obviously don't know these guys. So, and then there's, Glorio shows up and tells, who's working for, there's a lot I gotta break down in a short amount of time. So basically, the plan is they wish Dende to be a kid, and because Dende's a kid, now he's no longer on Earth. They can't use the Dragon Balls on Earth, so they gotta go get Dende. And Glorio shows up. He tells him the situation, even though he's technically a double agent working for the Supreme Kai's sister, who, unfortunately, her name escapes me at the moment, who is also trying to make two new Majins, Majin Ku and Majin Du, which the Dooku brothers are awesome. I love those guys. Majin Ku and Majin Du. And Majin Ku gets to be the Supreme Supreme Leader at the end. And he's really cool, too. Okay. It's obvious that, I mean, if you're watching this, you want me to talk about two really big things. I'll get to them. Vegeta attaining Super Saiyan 3. You know what? I knew at some point it was going to happen, and I'm glad that, it did. But, yeah, you want me to talk about this, don't you? Yeah, I can tell you want me to talk about it. Super Saiyan 4 officially being canon. Yes! Man, I can tell you what right now. Goku achieving Super Saiyan 4, it may have caused a few problems. I'll get to that in a second. But, man, it was awesome to see. Like, that Kamehameha right through Giant Goma, and it tore holes through, like, all of the demon realms. Like, oh my god, that's the greatest Kamehameha ever. So, it begs the question. I just said that Dragon Ball Daima is canon. And it. So, when Battle of Gods happens later, and Beerus shows up and he knocks out Goku in 2 blows, why didn't Goku use Super Saiyan 4 against Beerus? Well, there's a few logical explanations for it. I mean, the most obvious one would be, at the time, Akira Toriyama didn't plan anything like this at the time, so he left it as is. Me personally, and I think this is actually more likely, because Goku was Super Saiyan 3 when Beerus knocked him out. And keep in mind, this is Goku. He's not so easily razzled or flustered or, for the most part, he keeps a level head. In fact, Whis actually even says, Goku does too good of a job at that. So when Beerus knocked him out that quickly, Goku had no idea what to do. I mean, if you watch one of the deleted scenes of Battle of Gods, he said, I can only think of one way to get stronger. I gotta perform fusion with Vegeta again. No, I don't think even that would work. Like, Goku is trying to wrap around, think of ideas that can work against Beerus. Not to say that Super Saiyan 4 would have made much of a difference at the time, but it just didn't occur to Goku to use it. Just like it didn't occur to Vegeta to use Super Saiyan 3 against Beerus earlier. Because remember, Vegeta fights Beerus too, and Vegeta loses. So, at least that's what I feel. Although in Daima was pretty cool that Vegeta's trying to fight Giant Goma, and Bulma's like, if you don't stop fighting right now, I'm never taking a shower with you again. And then Vegeta just runs down and stops. That was great. Okay. With that said, Super Saiyan 4 is canon. And Goku's kept this behind his back the entire time. Technically unbeknownst to... I'm sure Vegeta will... It's going to be one of those things where, Vegeta will be like, oh, right, I forgot Kakarot could do that. And meanwhile, Beerus like, he had that against me. Why didn't you use it before? And it would probably just explain what I just said earlier. And I'm going to get into this next month when I do one more arc thoughts about what's going to happen next. But with Daima and not knowing what's going to happen after the Granola Saga, there is a whole new world of possibilities that the world of Dragon Ball could explore. In fact, just like in the Universe 6 saga, when Goku was able to combine Super Saiyan Blue with the Kaioken, with Goku mastering Ultra Instinct, and if he can transform into Super Saiyan 4, that might be what we've all want. Because, listen, if you look on the internet, there have been designs for, ever since, even in the early 2000s, there have been designs on the internet for, like, Super Saiyan 5, Super Saiyan 6, Super Saiyan, whatever number you can think of. Super Saiyan 5 is just going to be Super Saiyan 4, but mastered Ultra Instinct. Especially when, like, the vast majority of all Super Saiyan 5 designs are as Goku being cloaked in white. Which, yeah, that could totally happen, actually. I could totally see that being a method to defeat Black Frieza, and possibly even Beerus. I can see, Vegeta finding a way to obtain Super Saiyan 4 and combining his Super Saiyan 4 form with Ultra Ego. That could work. And keep in mind, this is just the tip of the iceberg of, like, what could happen. I mean, again, I plan on talking about it more next month when I do one last arc thoughts, at least on, what the future of Dragon Ball might hold. But I do know that Toyotaro, who took over for Akira Toriyama, and is now pretty much the ipso facto voice of all things Dragon Ball at this point, like, there's enough things in Dragon Ball to keep going for years and years and years to come. So when I said earlier, like, there's a whole new world of possibilities, I'm not kidding. But I can talk about that next month. All in all, I love Daima. I had a blast watching it. I still, I'm happy it was only 20 episodes. It was pretty short. You could probably bang it out one weekend if you were so inclined. And, whatever the future for Dragon Ball holds, and maybe we could get Daima 2. We could do that. We could go back to the Demon Realm at any point. I mean, Majin Ku even said, like, if we're ever in a jam, we'll give you a call. And, Goku's like, okay. Yeah, so I think the future for Dragon Ball looks pretty bright, but I'll get into that next month. Right now, I'm just going to enjoy my time up here. I hope you all like this video. If you did like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video. For all of you guys watching, Joe for name. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk, Shane will be here to lend you always back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.